everybody, and welcome to Winterthur. My name is Collin Hadsell, and this is the Bloom Report. Yes, there are blooms. I know that's crazy, but we have a lot of blooms going on right now. And for those of you who love cold weather and love the holidays, there's a ton in store for you. And for those of you who hate that it gets dark early and hate the cold, then we'll take a look at the flowers and we'll pretend it's spring together. So let's go take a look. And since this is the Bloom Report, I think we'll start with some bloom. I saw these just today. We have some snowdrops really early. These usually don't pop for a little while longer, but really pretty. Just a couple of them here. I know some people hate the cold and hate when it gets dark really early, but I definitely am not one of them. I love the way that the light hits everything this time of the day, and I'm around to see it because it's the end of my work day. And yeah, you just get a lot of little treats here and there, the early blooms, and there's a cherry that's blooming that we'll go take a look at. And it's just, the bones of the landscape are so apparent, and it's really a beautiful time to be here. It's only December 2nd, but the magnolia buds are already starting to form. Let's see if we can get this to focus. It's some very early cherry blossoms. Some fragrant viburnum. A few little azaleas. Some forced forsythia. A few camellias are left. Yeah, but I love the texture of these Lenten roses or hellebores. They have this serrated leaf, and it's just such a lovely green this time of the year. With all of that rain the other day, it cleaned out one of my creek beds. There were a ton of leaves in here, and now they're all in one of my coworker Jessica's areas. This is really cool. I know we're supposed to be talking about blooms, but this is a snag or an old dead tree. This is really important to forest ecology, and you can see where a pileated woodpecker has really been working on this thing, along with insects and all manner of life. It's its own ecosystem. And now that we've taken a look at the blooms here at Winterthur, it's time for a little Yuletide. Oh! Yuletide is traditionally something that we've only ever really done inside, maybe a few little displays here and there. But this year, we decided to up it a little bit so that people could feel more comfortable outside. So we put together this waterfall of silver and blue ornaments. It turned out really spectacular, and it took a long time to wire up. Down here at the reflecting pool, you can see we continued the color scheme. It's as though the waterfall flowed down and somehow they made their way into here, and they're just up against these red twig dogwoods, and then across we have a couple of containers and planters that sell the theme some more. And the way that the colors carry, from here you can see the waterfall and the top of the overlook, and that's a very H.F. du Pont design style. He would pick colors and dot the landscape with them in order to draw the eye in one direction or the other. So it's kind of a little incidental, accidental homage to that sort of design principle. This year, on top of the outdoors, we are still offering the indoor Yuletide tour in the museum. But we'll get to that in a little bit. First, I want to take a little quick stroll around and see what we did, aside from the waterfall, outdoors. When you first get here, you'll come in through the visitor center, you'll get your ticket if you haven't already made your reservation. And there'll be some socially distant fire pits, maybe some hot chocolate, and then you work your way through, and this is the beginning of our Yuletide Christmas trail here. So when you get up here, you'll come through the break in the wall there, and you'll see all of these doors lining the path in the greenhouse lot. And this is a wreath that I made and door that I put together. I know it's not the most traditionally Christmassy, but it's Ponciris and Hardy Orange, so it's a very sharp Christmas. The creativity that went into this is just awesome. There are these rings of trees cut, and little fairy cottage, and meadow flowers all dried out, and it's really, really cool. And this one, made by Madeline Banks, is my absolute favorite. She put a lot of time and effort into this. It's really cool. It's definitely an awesome natural lands wreath. And I won't get too close up so that you have to come and examine the rest of them. And last but not least, we'll take a step inside the museum. I'll stop yammering on, and we'll see all the beautiful decorations that the folks inside put together. And I forgot to mention, I know I said I was going to shut up, but there's an awesome light show that takes place at the Port Royal entrance. So if you're planning your visit, you can see the light show, you can see the inside, and then you can take a look at the glade and the waterfall and the reflecting pool. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy December at Winterthur.